Hi folks, Old South Sales in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell trucks, folks. We sell diesel trucks and we sell lots of them all over the world. Today we're going to list a really pretty truck. It's an 05 Ford F250, four-wheel drive, turbo diesel, loaded up, folks. Leather, heated seats, fancy radio, you know, it looks like navigation, but all that. The windows, door locks, got everything. Sitting on a perfect set of tires. The spare has never been down. Got the original spare under it. I assume it's never been down. Got a great stance to it. A local truck, obviously no kind of rust issues or any of that. And we have to say that because of all of our customers about come from the Midwest and the East Coast where that's a big issue. But it's a great looking truck. Got the OnStar mirror and all that, rear view mirror. Got everything. Pretty truck, four-door truck, got a great stance to it, as I said.
Got a little 2 or 3 inch lift on it. Got the 20-inch alloy wheels with the
you can see no issues up under here.
The big tires, 35, 12, 520s.
That's a pretty set of wheels. They're not beat up and scuffed up. Doesn't need any paint work. Look in here, folks, how nice this truck is.
Heated leather seats.
Headliner's perfect. The dash is perfect. Carpet is like new. Seats are like new. Tilt, cruise, windows, door locks, all that. You can see it's only got 190-something thousand miles on it, and looks like it's got 20. Not scuffed up and beat up.
It's got, you can see these trays that fold out if you want to carry something. Sliding rear window. Rear windows are tinted. You can see the cab corners are all good.
Bed's nice. Got a like new bed liner in it. Look under here, son. There's your spare, folks. Never been down. Still got all the tits on it. No mud, no rust, none of that. 4x4 F250 turbo diesel. Tailgate comes down just like it's supposed to. I have a fetish about tailgates working properly.
Bumper straight.
Look down the side here how straight
not
it is.
Bent.
The fender flares are not cracked and all that. See under here there's no rust issues or any of that. Back seat is perfect.
You see again the corners are all good on it. Show you these trays. Headliner. Jams are all clean.
We'll look up here now. Isn't that pretty?
Heated seats on both sides.
Look here. Carpets like new. No dust, no dirt, no mud up in here.
Dash isn't cracked.
Mud in here. Some kid's not been out trying to tear up daddy's truck, or daddy hadn't been out trying to tear up daddy's truck in the mud. Mud riding is a big deal nowadays. And I guess it may be age or whatever, but I can't see paying $60,000, $70,000 for something and putting it in the mud hole and trying to tear it up. That makes no sense to me. Although it must to a lot of people because it's a big item anymore. But this is a great truck, good looking truck, pretty truck. Stands right, perfect set of tires, original spares, never been on the ground. You can see it's not pecked and beat up and all that. The interior is really, really nice. A 2005 Ford F250 turbo diesel, four-wheel drive, loaded up just the way you want it to be, folks. Whoever buys this truck's going to like it. Thanks for watching our video. We do appreciate it. Look forward to visiting with you about this truck and seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Hi folks, I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you a few things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how this truck came in. So got a little dirty, but not too horrible. And one big thing you can take away from under this hood is this truck has spent very little, if any, time off-road. And the reason I say that is because once they've been splashing around the mud, all these bare aluminum pieces get a brown patina that you just cannot clean off. And this one doesn't have any of that. What it does have Alternators looks to have been replaced. Radiator looks to have been replaced at some point. The main thing I want to show you though is, you can see I pull the cap off, no smoke. I don't even see a whiff of smoke. But more importantly, see I set the cap down, it doesn't blow off. If it blows off, that means it has blow by. What that is engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. Not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear that this truck does not have. So, just want to point those things out. Now we'll hop in and take it for a spin. Alright, now we're in the truck. Take you for a spin. Fire it up, you can see all the lights come on, go off. Like it should. It's got the trailer brake controller down here, stereo, touchscreen stereo that also has Bluetooth, auxiliary input. You can watch movies on it, look at photos, etc. It's got a remote control. We'll leave it on radio. It also has an automatic dimming rearview mirror with OnStar, which somebody must spend a lot of money adding that. You can see the tires pretty fresh. I'm not going to say they're new, but I think they're pretty much new. Next inflation's not for a while. It does have automatic headlights, power mirrors, windows locks, tilt cruise, all that good stuff. Now, you notice we called it just an 05 F250. That's because I can't say for sure if it's an XLT or a Lariat. The reason for that is it's got heated leather seats, it's got the auto headlights, got the auto dimming rearview mirror. It's got a lot of good stuff that usually you only find on Lariats, but it doesn't have the little trip computer in the dash to show you your compass heading or your distance to empty. So we're just going to call it an XLT Lariat and leave it up to you to judge for yourself as far as all that goes. But either way, you're buying a nice 05 F250. Now you'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. So even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck has a great ride and drive. And one thing you can take away from all these potholes and bumps is that the truck's tight. There's not any squeaking or rattling. The front end there's no clunks or bangs or any of that. Doesn't pull to the left or right. Doesn't pull or vibrate when you hit the brakes. All that's good on it. Windshield has two little round rock pecks. I don't know if you can see them, one there and one up there in the corner. They're round, so they're not going to run, but if they bug you, I can get a new windshield for $150. So if you win the auction and decide you want to go ahead and get a new one, let me know. It'll be $150. That's our cost, so we can get you a pretty good deal on a windshield. You can see the steering wheel's in great shape. It's not chewed up or worn into or anything like that. One thing I do want to talk about though is the fact that it does have the 6-liter diesel engine. You probably heard a lot of stuff about 6.0s, that they're junk, they're no good. Well, that's all crap. 6.0s are good motors. The problem with the reputation is that people went from 7.3s that all you had to do was keep the oil topped off on to 6.0s that have to be serviced. You got to change the oil every 5,000 miles. You got to change the fuel filters every other oil change, and you got to use Ford filters because Ford won't release the patent on their filter designs. So even the good quality aftermarket filters aren't really filtering. Well, naturally, you're not really filtering your oil. You're going to have problems. So that's the key to these engines running good and lasting a long time is you got to keep them serviced first of all, and second of all, you got to delete the EGR cooler. That's the weak point in the engine. It's what has caused the The other half of why these trucks have a bad reputation is the EGR cooler. And the reason for that is, over time, it'll crack and start letting water into the cylinders. And if you're not paying attention, it'll get worse and worse until it's putting so much water in that, since water doesn't compress, you stretch the head bolts and blow a head gasket. That's why people think, oh, you got to stud them, you got to put head studs in them, blah, blah, blah. Well, you don't. What you got to do is get rid of the EGR cooler. And that way, you won't be letting water get into the motor and cause the stretched head bolts and blown head gasket. So you do that, and you're good to go. Now this truck, because usually we delete them just as a matter of course, but we went to delete this one and realized somebody has taken the factory EGR cooler and welded it shut and put it back in. And really, that's the best way to do these, because when you do it like that, it's still present. If you live in a state where they check that stuff, they'll see an EGR cooler, and you'll be good to go. You don't have to worry about it. So it has had the EGR cooler basically deleted. It's still there, but it's bypassed, so you don't have to worry about the problems that having one in it could cause. So you're good to go there. Now, if you live in one of the few states where they check EGR flow and stuff like that, there are some options you can buy. They make what they call a bulletproof EGR cooler, and we can put that in for you if you want. If you're interested, just give me a call, 601-376-9869. I'll be glad to discuss all the options that go with all that. But right now, it's good to go, so I wouldn't worry about it. If you want to fly in, drive this truck home, you can. I would not hesitate to hop in this truck and drive it anywhere. It fires right up, hot or cold, no cold start issues. And whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear a Power Stroke crank cold, because if they got fuel injector issues or FICM issues, it may run perfect hot, but the next day you get home, crank it up cold, and it might run like a three-legged dog till it warms up. But this one runs great, hot or cold, so you don't have any worries there. It goes down the road just like it should. I just set the cruise on. You see a little cruise light down on the bottom left. Cruise works. Turn it back off, slow back down. The only thing I would nitpick on this truck drivability is it's got a big set of aggressive all-terrain tires, and you can hear them a little bit. You get a little tiny vibration if you're doing 80 like I was just doing. Not a big deal, just part of having a big set of tires. But like I said, if you want to fly in to Jackson International Airport, we'll pick you up. We'll come back here to our office in South Jackson, do all the paperwork, feedback and everything, and let you get on the road. We accept cash, obviously, cashier's checks, or bank wires. Those are our three payment options. That's all we do. We're not set up for credit cards or PayPal or anything else. So, but if you need to go through your bank, we'll be glad to send them an invoice, send them paperwork, whatever they need. Now, if you're like most of our customers, though, you're from the Northeast or the Midwest, and you're buying down here because we got great prices and we got rust-free trucks. So, if that's you, don't let the idea of having to deal with shipping scare you off from being interested in the truck. If you get online and look at these online price quotes for shipping, don't let those prices scare you off, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off. And the reason for that is most of these guys you find online, they're not actual shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road. They're just brokers. And they'll charge you hundreds of dollars up front, and they call it a deposit. But all it really is their fee for finding somebody else to haul your truck. And they all use this one website that's not open to the public called Central Dispatch. It's kind of like U-Ship, but like I said, it's not open to the public. Well, we've jumped through all the hoops. We're paying a couple grand a year to be on Central Dispatch, so we can offer our customers basically wholesale rates on shipping. So if you're interested, shoot me a text, 601-376-9869. I'll be glad to get you a ballpark figure. Just text me your zip code and I'll get back to you on that. And if you're anywhere near Dallas or Houston or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So if you're interested, get in touch. Basically the way it works is you pay me, you either do a bank wire or FedEx a cashier's check for the truck only, and I'll send you the title and stuff immediately, and I'll post it for shipment, and then I'll make all the arrangements and they'll pick it up, and when they drop it off with you, you just hand them cash for the shipping. So real simple process. We do it all the time. It usually takes 3 to 5 days. Now if you're on a major thoroughfare, then you know it might be quicker. If the further away you are, the longer it's going to take to arrange something though, so it just varies. But if you're interested, like I said, text me your zip code. Be glad to get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. One thing I want to show you before we go is this dash. You can see all the gauges are reading where they should. There's no lights lit, no ABS or airbag or engine lights, none of that. You saw them come on when I started the truck, so you know they work. And I like to show the dash after I've been driving a while, because you know it's easy to hook a scan tool up and kill a light and then take a picture and say, oh look, no lights lit. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you start driving, that light's going to come right back on. So that's why I show the dash after we've been driving a little while, just so you can see for yourself that it doesn't have any lights lit. But beyond that, if you have any questions about the truck, want to know what it takes to buy it, want to make an offer, give me a call. If you want to know about the more about the 6.0 engine, what's been done, other things that can be done. The only other thing I would think about is a coolant filter kit. They're about $40 on eBay, and they protect your oil cooler. But there's a ton of stuff I could talk for days about 6 liters. So if you have any questions, give me a call. Beyond that, we appreciate you watching our video and listening to everything we've had to say about this truck, and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.